One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense and they'll take control first. Now guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. To the ground with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got him. Oh, what a cut. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UMass.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UConn Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the cut.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Hairston. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Caught over the middle. It's Houston. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 39. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now the toss. Touchdown, UMass! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
UConn, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Minutemen! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
UMass 21, UConn 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Sands. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. Catch in the middle, it's Houston. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Houston. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over North Carolina. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Power football with the run. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Okay, ready? 42, Spider.
Running into the open space. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. Try and play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Powers through the defender. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Hairston. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose. Touchdown, Minutemen! Great job by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The UMass offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Hairston. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling it.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Using the quick game. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, UMass! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The sure hands, it's Brown. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This UConn offense really has it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Got it behind the line, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Temple.
Williams looking for a man.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Brown. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Houston. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.